I'm leaving now.
That's done.
I'm back home. I want to party.
Done.
There we go. And now we have a party. So now I want to show you how you can actually create those commands using Siri. So if you want to create, if you're using an iPhone and you want to control your light bulbs with Siri and use similar commands as I just did here, let me show you how to do that. Okay, the very first thing you have to do is to set up scenarios. Now in the previous video, I've already covered how to set up groups and scenarios and automations and the whole thing, okay? So, but what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna set them up real quick and dive in with you to show you guys again. So you just hit the little cross here on the top right, the little plus icon, and just set it up. I already set up the ones that I wanted to do, okay? So let's say turn on all lights, because what I want to do is that I want to teach Siri, I want to be able to tell her I'm back, or I'm back home, right? I want to tell her, hey Siri, I'm back home. And I want Siri then to turn on all the lights, right? So very first I have to program a scenario that says turn on all the lights. So this is what we do here. Turn on all the lights, and then we go into the settings, and very first we create an action. So we first choose the device, and then I use the living room lights. These are both lights as a group that I set up already. And then I say switch for switch them on or off, and we switch them on. Save, I say next, and save it. That's done. So then turn all lights off. Here we do the same thing. We choose the device again, we choose the living room lights, we choose to switch, and we choose to turn them off this time. Next, and save. Then we also want to set the party mood, right? And for the party mood, here's what we're gonna do. We add a device again, we choose the living room lights, and now we choose a mode. And this one is called the gorgeous mode. So we're just gonna hit that, turn that on, and that's pretty much gonna be it. So we say saving it, and that's this. So now to add commands to Siri, there's a few things you have to pay attention to. So very first, you see on the bottom right of the phone screen, there's this add to Siri. We're gonna tap that, and then each scenario that we just programmed shows up on the screen, and we can add a command to Siri, because now we still have to teach Siri what to do actually. So we click on add to Siri, and we go with the first one, okay? Turn all lights on. And I want to teach Siri to say, I'm back home. And then I want Siri to turn on all the lights. So I will teach her. We add it to Siri, and then we say, I'm back home. And that's it. Now, one thing to mention is that you have to, you tap done, and you have to give it a minute or so. And it takes a little bit for this to work. So we're just gonna continue setting up the other ones. For turning all lights off, what I want Siri to do is I want to tell her I'm leaving now. Okay, so when I say I'm leaving now, I want her to turn off all the lights. So again, we hit add to Siri, I'm leaving now. And I programmed I'm leaving now. That's done. And then the next one is the party. So I can say I want to party. And then as soon as that's done, I press that's done. So now we can try it out. So to turn off those lights, I said I am leaving now. So let's try it. I'm leaving now.
That's done.
And all the lights are turned off. One thing you have to pay attention to, that is I programmed I'm leaving now and not I am leaving now. And Siri recognizes that. So if I'm telling her or him, if I'm telling I'm leaving now, it's turning off the lights. If I'm saying I am leaving now, it's not, okay? So very, very important to make the distinctions of what you program, okay? Let's try the next one. Turn all lights on. I said I'm back home. I'm back home.
Done.
And here we go. All the lights are on. Now let's try the next one. That was I want to party. So let's do it. I want to party. There we go, and now we have a party. Cool, that's how you set up Siri with the app, and that's how it's done. It's not so complicated, just really what you really have to pay attention to is first you have to give it a minute and wait a little bit. It's not working immediately, so it has a little bit of lag. And then the next thing that you have to do is really remember what you taught her, okay? Because if you tell her, I'm leaving and I am leaving, it's two different things. So just pay attention to that and then it should all work fine. In the next video, I'm going to tell you how you can control your lights using Alexa.